Okay, it's 10 a.m. on Wednesday and the sun is out and we're stoked. I want to introduce Stephen Lane. Most of you know Stephen. He's our tourism marketing manager here at the Chamber Bureau, and he's going to go over for you today our flagship promotion for the summer months, the Park City Chamber Bureau $50 Stay and Play Cash Card Program. So if you wouldn't mind, if you could just hold your questions till the end, we'll give you a chance to type in your questions and answer those. It's a little bit challenging to watch and monitor while we're giving the program. So with that, Stephen, take it away.
Good morning, everybody, and again, thank you for attending today's Wednesday webinar. Originally, we had planned to host this just for the properties participating in this program, but just thought it might be a good idea to go over the whole program with anybody who's interested in what we're doing here at the Chamber this summer. So a lot of it does cover the registration and redemption process for participating lodging properties. But again, I think there's some good information in here for everybody to understand what we got going on. So again, to repeat what Colleen said, if you have any questions, we'll have an opportunity to go over those at the end of the webinar where you can type them in, and I'll do my best to answer those. Hopefully a lot of this is covered in the webinar. So to get started, let's go. There we go. All right, brief overview on the program. That is the logo of this summer's Stay and Play program. It's what it does.
Stephen's trying to drive my boat here, sitting at my desk. So
1 second.
use the down arrow key and do that.
Right. So basically, it's you book a minimum 3-night stay at any participating Park City area lodging property, and you'll receive a $50 cash card. Now, if there are any properties out there who are not part of this, certainly welcome you to join this program, and we can talk about that after the webinar. Details are live now at that website, visitparkcity.com/stay-play. So the campaign, we're targeting Phoenix, Arizona as our primary market with this campaign. We're marketing it with an extensive 5-week network campaign on the NBC affiliate down there, KPNX Channel 12. Wondering why we are targeting Phoenix? A lot of it was based on input from our marketing council and partners here in town, as well as we're timing it with the Utah Office of Tourism TV campaign. They've got a pretty substantial buy as well in that market, so we thought if we timed this to coordinate it with their spots, you know, the market will see a nicely branded Utah spot followed up by a Park City stay-and-play spot. We're also marketing this through extensive added value exposure through the TV station's news website and their social media pages, as well as some giveaways and contests we're doing in coordination with that station. The campaign launched this Monday, April 25th, where we went live online to make sure all the registration and back end works. We haven't received any registrations yet, but the marketing is out there. The offer is valid through September 5th, so the guest does need to stay between now and September 5th. We also, beyond the Phoenix TV campaign, we're also marketing this through other out-of-state areas online. We're doing paid search on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. We are also geo-targeting markets in California, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, Colorado, New York, and Florida with banner advertising. We also have targeted banner advertising on Facebook, Yahoo Travel Network, weather.com, which has performed great for us year-round in past campaigns, and a new one we're looking at this year, iExplore. So we're evaluating the how good that's going to work for us, see if it might work in the winter as well. So let's get to the registration process, how the person actually qualifies for the $50 cash card. First, the guest through our marketing is directed to go online for information at visitparkcity.com. The Stay and Play landing page highlights all the participating lodging properties. The guest can then select from one of those lodging properties and book the minimum 3-night stay required at one of those participating lodging properties. The guest then, similarly to our Quick Start program, registers online at our website to qualify for the $50 Stay and Play cash card. And we're going to ask them certain information. We ask some marketing questions if they've been to Park City before, and we also ask what lodging property they're staying at and their confirmation number, so we have an actual registration tied to a lodging reservation. The guests will then receive an email confirmation, just like Quick Start. They'll need to print and keep that later on to redeem for the $50 cash card. So now that the guest has the email confirmation, how do they redeem for the $50 cash card? Well, upon arrival at your lodging property, the guest will receive a cash card voucher that verifies they have booked and paid for a minimum 3-night stay. And here's what the cards look like. That's the front and back. And again, it's key for your front desk staff to only give these cards to folks who have registered for this program. We don't want it to be a program for a guy who just shows up, books 4 nights, and your front desk tells them, oh, you know, you qualify for this program. Let me fill out this voucher. Online registration is key to this, so we can keep a track of these cards. We've only purchased 500. I'll get to that in a minute. So we need to really tie online registration with an actual reservation. So some things on this card I want to bring to your attention. First, when the guest arrives and shows your front desk staff as they're checking in their email confirmation that they have registered for the $50 cash card, we need that for your front desk to fill in which property, the check-in and check-out date, the guest name, and then the person at your property who is giving out the card. On the back, and we also include this in the email, are the hours of the locations where they can take this card and their email to receive the cash card. You'll notice these are sequentially numbered, so I can, when I get these, they're in print now, and I'll be visiting with you to distribute these cards, so I'll know which cards go to which property. To continue the redemption process, the guests will then bring their cash card voucher that they receive at your lodging property and the email confirmation to either one of our visitor information centers or here at our Chamber Bureau offices to redeem for their $50 Stay and Play cash card. And the visitor centers are located, we've got the addresses on the email as well as the cash card voucher. So we have one at Kimball Junction. We're also located on Main Street, the Main Street Museum, Park City Museum, and then here our offices are on Prospector Avenue. And these $50 cash cards are valid at any Park City area merchant that accepts the American Express card. And our marketing, we're pretty much, you know, these are valid. They can go home and use them. There's no expiration date. However, in our marketing, we're encouraging them to spend the money here while they're here in town and maybe take a picture or upload to our social media and post on Facebook here, you know, how they use that $50, whether it was a nice dinner somewhere or an activity at one of the resorts. So we want them to kind of engage us how they had a great time in Park City with their $50 cash card. Continuing with this will help kind of visualize the whole process we just went through. So again, the guest goes to the Stay and Play landing page at visitparkcity.com/stay-play. They then select and book the 3-night stay from a participating lodging property. Then they register online for the $50 Stay and Play cash card. Again, that's a very important part of this, is the online registration prior to arrival. They print that email confirmation, which will be required to redeem for the cash card. Checking in at your lodging property, they'll receive the cash card voucher, verifying that the guest does qualify with the paid 3-night stay. And they show your front desk that they have the email confirmation that they have registered. They then bring that voucher and the email confirmation to either one of our VICs, Visitor Information Center, or here at our offices to redeem for the Stay and Play cash card. And then they receive the card and hopefully spend it here in town. Go over some of the rules and restrictions on this program. First, again, as I've stressed before, online registration required prior to arrival, no exceptions. We do run into this with Quick Start quite often. People show up at the resorts and want their free half-day ticket who have not registered. Since these are very limited number of cards, we've only got 500, we've got to tie a registration to an actual lodging property. So again, if they show up at the front desk and just learned about the program either on the shuttle ride up or from a concierge or a waiter or whoever, they've got to have that email confirmation to qualify for this, because the redemption process is so important to us to be able to track and see if this is the program we want to offer next year. So again, the minimum 3-night reservation at one of the participating lodging properties is required to qualify. Only one $50 stay-and-play cash card per 3-night reservation. So if a guest arrives, family of 5, staying for 3 nights, that's one card, not one for everybody in the family. So again, only one $50 stay-and-play cash card per confirmation. So if they've reserved 3 rooms for 4 nights, again, that's one confirmation, one card. Again, there's going to be specific blackout dates or restrictions. Those are set by each individual lodging property. There are some properties who probably won't restrict any blackout dates, and there's some who maybe don't want to offer it on certain busy weekends, or it's really up to the individual lodging property what works for you and what you need to do to restrict this program if you so desire. It's not valid for extended stays of 29 days or more. And we've gone around this quite a bit. I mean, a good example are the summer seniors. The reason we restrict this to those extended stays is because many of you know we do not receive transient room tax on those extended stays. Those TRT dollars pay for the marketing here through the chambers. So we're not getting any funds from those stays to promote these programs. So that's why we've restricted it. So again, summer seniors are a good example. Any of those extended stays, 29 days or more, are not don't qualify for this program. The stay-and-play cash cards are non-transferable and not for resale. Not to be used in conjunction with any other offer or promotion, which again is kind of boilerplate for a lot of promotions we do here. This is a limited time offer. The guest must stay between now and September 5th or until the $50 stay-and-play cash cards are depleted. Again, we've only got 500 of these. We are looking at possibilities to purchase more depending on the popularity of this program, and I'll get to in a little bit how will we know when the cards are depleted. So some of the frequently asked questions I've received from our participating lodging properties I'd like to cover. First, how many cash cards will my lodging property receive? None. The participating lodging properties will only receive the cash card vouchers which the guest uses to redeem here at the offices or the VICs for their $50 cash card. So there's only 3 locations where those cash cards will be located. Here at our offices, Kimball Junction Visitor Information Center and the Park City Museum Visitor Information Center. How will you know when the $50 stay-and-play cards are depleted? Great question. Since online registration as well as the lodging reservation is required prior to arrival, this is live in our database, so I can get a good sense of how many cards are spoken for or allotted, and so I'll be giving the participating properties advance notice as we're running low on cards, if we're going to purchase more, or if we have to end the program. And that won't end our marketing. Basically, what we'll do is when I see that we're running out of cards, we just switch to another message entirely, beat the heat in Phoenix and come up to Park City. We just won't promote the $50 cash card anymore. Can I purchase cash cards to offer my guests? This has been asked a lot because, to take care of the guests is important, and if there's an issue at your front desk, we see this at the ticket windows in Quick Start, that you got to make a call and you got to make a decision, and sometimes it's best just to take care of them. However, you can, but it would be outside of our tracking and database, and the properties won't be reimbursed for those cash cards. I have no way to really track or tie a registration to those cards, but again, if that's something you want to do to take care of a guest or where there might be issues, you're more than welcome to do that. Is this valid for groups like Triple Crown, for example? Well, again, that depends on the participating lodging property, so it's up to the property to restrict the offer to groups, include blackout days, etc. So that's why we've asked the properties to include any of that information where you've included this promotion on your website. Originally, we talked about creating a landing page Some properties can do that. Others can just include it in the content of their specials or packages page where you would include these type of restrictions. So the participating lodging properties we have so far are now on our website. Again, if you are interested in participating or even said, oh, I've sent my stuff, please contact me and we'll make sure we can get you on. We control this all internally, so we can add you rather quickly and make sure you're part of this promotion. So we have a logo also available to you. You can email me or call me, and I'm happy to provide that to you if you want to include it on your website or any other promotional efforts. So now I'd like to take any questions from anybody who, let me pull, and I'll give you some minutes to type in any questions. Again, invite you, any lodging properties who are not part of this, to contact me. My email is Stephen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, at parkcityinfo.com. And my phone number is 435-649. Actually, I'll give you my direct line. It's 658-9614. That's 658-9614 is my direct line.
Okay.
All right, so we do have a question.
Good morning, Debbie.
From Debbie. How do I pull that down?
You just have to,
Scroll down.
yeah, it's kind of.
Who pays for the $50, or do we package with our rooms to offset? No, we have purchased $25,000 in gift cards. I just put them in the safety deposit box yesterday. This, we ask nothing of the lodging properties. I mean, in the past, a lot of our programs, you know, we've asked for a free night stay or a discount. We, the Chamber Bureau, have purchased these cards to give out to the guests who qualify. So the lodging properties aren't out anything to participate, other than maybe the effort of filling out the voucher and the effort of putting it on your website. Great question.
So I have a question. Can you talk about the difference between parkcityinfo.com and visitparkcity.com?
Yeah, that's a good question. Recently, we had the opportunity. You know, you'll see a lot of tourism organizations going this direction, but we've been Park City Info for a long time. However, that doesn't really translate well to a lot of our international guests. So we had an opportunity with the Utah Office of Tourism to purchase Visit Park City. So we're transitioning all of our web information or website to that. It just makes more sense for people. And Utah Office of Tourism was able to purchase Visit Utah. So we were able to partner with them and combine some funds to purchase that domain name, which has been out there a while, but it's just a direction that we've seen a lot of destination marketing organizations moving towards.
So a follow-up question on that. If these properties or these members that are joining us today have links to our site, and it's linked to parkcityinfo.com, will those links still be valid?
Yes, they'll still be directed to our parkcityinfo.com. So either works, but in all our marketing and all the materials, we're transitioning towards Visit Park City. You'll see we still haven't updated our PowerPoint template yet, but we are working on the new logo. We have a new logo as well, which we'll be unveiling to our members, as well as along with the new website or the website domain name. See if there's any other questions. Do I just hit X to see if there's another one?
Then scroll up. It doesn't look like there's. Oh,
okay. Do you have this presentation available to share with my front office team? I certainly do, and happy to email this to anybody who would like it.
Oh, go ahead.
And I'm also looking at.
Yep.
Feel free to email me. Again, it's Stephen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, at parkcityinfo.com. And I'm actually looking at to see if I can present this PowerPoint to the Park City Lodging Association as well, kind of, you know, because they also expressed interest in helping us fund the purchase of more cards in case this, you know, goes as well as I'm hoping it does, and we see these cards getting spoken for rather quickly. So we're going to go to them for some funding as well. Let's see. Give you again. If we want to send an email to our database or tweet or put on Facebook about this promotion, how would you like it promoted? Great question. You're more than welcome to promote it in any way you would like, and we can use the information on our site to help you with that. But basically, if you're in a tweet, it would be, stay and play in Park City and receive a $50 cash card. And click here for details, where complete details on the program are outlined. We are not marketing this in the Wasatch Front. We have a different program going there this summer. However, we're not restricting it to folks. So if they are presented with a banner ad advertising this while they're on the road and they live here in Utah, we'll let them, of course, stay and play here. However, our specific marketing focus is in Phoenix on television and those other online efforts in those geo-targeted areas that I talked about earlier. So yes, we encourage our lodging partners, the folks participating, to promote this. The key is, if this is a successful program, we'd like to do it again next summer, again, based on the lodging partners' input. And that's another thing I wanted to say, that as we start moving forward and get redemptions, any issues, this is a new program, so there might be some things we haven't thought through. Definitely open to any suggestions or issues that you think need to be addressed, and we can react quickly to make sure that those issues are addressed. Or if you have any suggestions how to better improve this program, whether it's the registration or redemption process or any issues that your front desk staff are experiencing, please, feel free to contact me right away so we can address those issues.
I would say also, just to add to that, in your Facebook or tweets, you're going to want to point them right to the Stay and Play landing page on our website so that they understand the first thing to do is register online instead of just show up. So just a thought on that.
Yep, absolutely. Again, as much information as we can regarding this, we're putting on our website on that landing page. So again, I encourage you folks, if you are interested in participating, please contact me. It's pretty painless to participate, and give you a few more minutes to see if anybody else has any questions. Again, big thanks to everybody who is participating, and also everybody who logged on just to find out about this summer program. We're really excited about it here at the Chamber. And I have another question.
Oops, no, go to the bottom. Debbie has another question. Direct them.
Direct them to the Stay and Play site or the visit. Well, it's visitparkcity.com/stayplay. But if you go to our homepage at Visit Park City, you can just tell them, oh, just go to visitparkcity.com, and you'll see the Stay and Play card and some copy there that they can click on. Because a lot of guests might not remember, oh, /stayplay. Okay, but you can just direct them to the Visit Park City site. However, if you're marketing it online in an email, we'd prefer that you direct them to the /stayplay area. Rather than giving the guests one more hoop to go through, any of that type of, where there's a link involved that someone might click on, we'd prefer that you direct them to the actual landing page. Great question, Debbie.
Great, Stephen. Well, maybe you could just repeat your contact information one more time.
Yep. So one more time. Again, if you're interested in participating or have any other questions, happy to talk to you. Again, it's Stephen, STEPHEN, at parkcityinfo.com. My direct line, 658-9614. Again, that's 658-9614. All
right. Thank you, everybody, for attending. We had a nice big group today, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye, everybody.